discussion. So, dear student, very good evening to all of you. So, from now onward, I'll publish daily newspaper analysis of this Hindu before you can say around 9 a.m. So, today we are going to discuss about 3rd July, the Hindu newspaper analysis. So here you'll get a lot of insights. Like I'll tell you how you are going to read this newspaper, how you are going to use this newspaper for your prelims, mains, answer writing, and it is my promise you'll get 20 to 30 marks extra in prelims, and in mains you'll get a lot of value addition. So that will make sure that at least 80 marks in all your GS and essay in your mains paper additional marks as compared to your competitor. So how you are going to download this PDF is simply scan this QR code. It is given here. You can simply scan it. So you can download our application from there. All the infographics newspaper is available. You can get it. So next you can also scan this QR code to join our Telegram to get other study related material. Okay. So let's start. So first important news is BRICS will create a balance multipolar world order. So we have created the BRICS by all the developing country or emerging country to counterbalance the Western dominance. So that is what tell by our clearly mentioned by our Prime Minister. So Prime Minister allowed the Ghana, and as he begin 5 day trips, he say he will his visit will strengthen the cooperation with global South. Okay, and Modi will also attend the BRICS summit in Brazil. So you have to remember the BRICS summit is held in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. So and you will also need to map the location of the Ghana, like where Ghana is located, what are the geographical feature of the Ghana, lakes, mountains, river. Okay, so all other issue you can say about the currently political issue or whatever maybe it is facing, you have to study that. Okay, so that is what you need to know everything. Okay, okay. So next also hold meeting. So he will receive honor of Ghana, Trinidad, and Tobago. So you have to map this location, Trinidad and Tobago. So these are actually South American countries. So I'll show you in the location. So to find the location, you can simply go to the Google Earth. Here it is given Google Earth. Just search here. You'll find the Trinidad and Tobago. So these are the small countries. So basically Indian origin people residing there. So that is the reason our Prime Minister is planning to visit there. Okay. So you can see they're a very beautiful country. चलिए हम चलते हैं अपना डिस्कशन पे. So next, so India and Brazil will discuss way to advance priority on global South in coming days. So global South means we need to ensure the at the international level the South means a developing country interest should be protected. It should not be developed country that should dictate everything. Rather, it is the voice of the developing country that is going to be play key role. So next is the Modi also summit attend in Brazil. Okay, Brazil too held Rio de Janeiro during his trip. Said the summit will help in creating balanced multipolar world order. He further said that 5 nation visit will help strengthen cooperation within the global South. Okay, so that will also promote the cooperation among the global South. Global South means country that are poor and developing. Generally, it is called as South, because of all the southern state like Africa, Latin America, and India. So they are generally located in southern part. So because of that, it is called Global South. The Prime Minister also expected to hold several bilateral meetings with the sideline of the summit. Okay? So so recently we have seen that the BRICS is expanded. So to include other countries. So it is your homework to study about the different new country that is adding into the BRICS, and what are the new initiative taken by the government, or you can say the BRICS, for improving its strengthening its level. You can say strengthening its cooperation level. So you have to study that as well. So next is talking about why Ghana is important for us, because Ghana is a valuable partner for global South, play important role in African Union and economic community. So during that there is a historic tie. So Ghana opening area like investment, energy, health, capacity building, and development partnership. Okay. So Ghana plan to emerge as a vaccine hub. So Ghana is planning to emerge as a vaccine hub of Africa, and India can help that, because we are master, you can say we are leader in terms of production of the vaccine, production of the generic medicine. So we can help that. So and talks also be held within Modi during the visit. So that India can help in production of vaccine in Ghana. So Ghana and Modi, from Ghana, our Prime Minister will visit to Trinidad and Tobago. So I have already shown you the location. So this visit also provide opportunity to rejuvenate the special bond of ancestry and kinship that unite us, because this Latin American country, they are our our ancestors are staying there. So this is a good opportunity to strengthen our relationship in this region. So that is the reason our prime minister visited this place. Okay. Yes. So next important article is bring perpetrator of Pahalgam attack to justice. This is what said by the Quad minister. So that is the reason our prime minister visited. Okay. So recently, a Quad summit is Quad not summit the foreign affair ministry level summit is held. So Quad unequivocally condemn all act of terrorism and violence extremism in all its form and manifestation, including cross-border terrorism. So this is a victory for us. Like all countries that support that. Okay. So next is Iran halt cooperation with nuclear watchdog. What is the name of nuclear watchdog? IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agencies. So they don't cooperate. That means now onward, so nuclear site are not accessible by all Iran nuclear site are not accessible by IAEA. So post Israel and USA bombing the nuclear site of Iran, this restriction is imposed by the Iran so that the IAEA cannot access this nuclear site. So that may be very dangerous precedent because that might be pave the way for Iran to develop the nuclear weapon. So next is Kashmiri open arms to first batch of Amarnath pilgrimage amid tight security. So recently we have seen there is a terror attack in the Pahalgam. So after that, there is a lull or you can say dip in this tourism activity. But now people are visiting in a large number and Kashmiri people are welcoming and people are. This is a befitting reply when people after terror attack when people are visiting in mass number. That is the best reply that we are giving to the terrorism. So terrorism should not deter us. So next is special cells to reopen cases of militancy victims. Okay, so now the Jammu Kashmir is opening of a special cell. There people can reach out and complain all the terror related incident they are facing. If they are targeted killing, if they are they have been killed just to grab their lands, if they have been killed to displace them, so that government can take very strict action. So that in valley we need to ensure there should be normalcy to be returned to the valley, so that people live in very peaceful manner. Okay, so next article we'll see. So phone tapping cannot be allowed for crime detection, say High Court rejecting Minister of Home Affairs plea. So the Telegraph Act that is provide for tapping of the phone, but that should be tapping should be done on the rarest of rare situation, because the tapping of the phone is goes against the right to privacy. Right to privacy is enshrined in Article 21 of Supreme Court. In Puttaswamy judgment, it's clearly stated that right to privacy. So you cannot violate fundamental right just because you want certain information. So this court is unable to accept the submission since boundary of invasion of fundamental right through the medium of enacting law. That means court said that if you want to change, then you can go for enactment of the or you can say amendment of this law. You cannot ask for the Supreme Court to modify this law. Okay. So this is all about this article. So you can see. So I've already highlighted it. So please go through it. So dear student, those who are giving mains, so you can join our mains answer writing program. So this answer writing program is designed and by designed by the those who have selected candidates. So you'll get high quality evaluation at nominal fees. So next important news: Odisha civil servant plan mass leave after attack on a colleague. So recently a very sad incident happened. What happened? So one of senior OS officer, that is state administrative service officer, who was pulled or dragged from his office and assaulted by some of the political worker from a current some party workers. So because of that, all the employee they are on the mass leave to demand improving working conditions, safety of them. Okay. So government need to ensure those who are working civil servant their safety security. So it should not be compromised under any cost. But and any political party that is giving supporting to any civil servant, they need to be take very strict action. People should defeat such political party. There should not be any gunda raj. Okay. So there should not be any gunda raj, and they should be remember that it is they are the representative of the people. They should not behave like that. There should be proper ethical manner that we can expect from these leaders. Okay. So next is Hatara Stampedes. So Hatara Stampedes 1 year on family mourn trial continues. So recently we have seen that in this particular year there are so many stampedes happen in a different part, be that in recent Puri. then Kumbh Mela, so Hatara Stampede. So 1 year after the Hatara Stampede, so 121 people, you know, died there. So the tragedy occurred when 2.5 lakh followers gathered for a satsang by self-styled godman Surajpal, known as the Bhole Baba in Mogali village. So although the permitted is only 80,000. So because of high crowd and people are behaving unruly just to have a glimpse of this Baba, so these people are died. And later on, the investigation, they found that Baba is not responsible for this crime. So Baba was given the clean cheat. Okay, so this example you can write in your mains how stampede is affecting India, how because of stampede so many people are dying in India. So this example is only for your mains. Okay. So next is Goa government combined two schemes widow to get 40,000 sorry 4,000 per month. So here you can talk about welfare for the widow. So you can talk about the state government taken step for welfare of the widow. So you have to just know that. Okay. So Griha Aadhaar scheme to provide 1,500 and another scheme to state women children welfare department for monthly add of 2,500 for widow. So you can talk about Goa government provide 4,000 monthly stipend or monthly you can say amount directly to the widow. So that is for welfare of the widow. And dear student, those who are giving for 2026-27, so you can join our Dronacharya year-long mentorship program. Here you will get guided mentorship program. Okay, by under the interview of your faculty. So you'll will make your preparation more guided. Okay. So next is Tamil Nadu government begin trial for door delivery of essential service. So now this is a you can say good step. So Tamil Nadu government ensured that all the essential service like PDS and things should be delivered to your doorstep, so that those who are disabled, those who are old, elderly, so they don't have any problem with that. Okay. So here it is given detail, so you can study. But just this much information is more than enough for your mains answer writing. You can write this point if anything related to that. Recently, we are also seeing the blast happening in the Telangana also. So because of that, there so many people are dying. So you can use this information as an example. So like industrial accident recently happened in Telangana. So because of that, so many people are dying. Same thing. One more incident happened. There is a fire. There is a you can blast in the firecracker industry in Tamil Nadu also. So both example you can use. Okay. So next it is this article is talking about Janki title row in Kerala High Court to watch film on 5th July. So there is a body called National Board of Film Certificate. So this board is also called censor board. So this established under Cinematography Act 1952. The basic aim of this board is to to see whether the the filmy or the movie that is being prepared, whether it is violating any of the you can say the article 19 and subclause 2. So there are certain restriction on freedom of speech and expression, so they are looking whether it is violating that or not. But nowadays we are seeing the central board of film certificate that deny film certificate to filming if they found that that is violating sentiment of any section of the society. That is not the criteria in our constitution. So that is the reason they are being criticized time and again. So in here, the Janaki means the name of the Sita. So in this movie, the Sita character is shown in a a particular person who is appealing for justice. So some section of the society says that it is a derogatory remarks towards Sita. So that is the reason they are ordering that they need to change the name. And those who are the director or filmy expression, they said that by changing the name, it will defeat the original purpose. It will against the creative expression. So that is the reason the High Court will see the movie and according to that they'll take a decision. Okay. So this is a very good, very good, use of the current hype for promotion of the tourism. So Kerala tourism hope to cash in grounded UK fighter spark curiosity in social media. Recently, there is a F-35B Lightning fighter that is being parked in the Thiruvananthapuram airport. So because of that, so many people are interested to look that. So and the Kerala tourism government use that as an opportunity to promote the tourism in Kerala. Okay. So next is recently there is a special intensive drive that is going on in the Bihar to remove the bogus or you can say duplication of the voter ID. So the opposition party led by the NDA said that Bihar electoral roll revision will affect 2 crore voter. India bloc leader. This is what said by the India bloc leader. Leader from the 11 opposition party election commissions to convene their objections regarding the exercise ahead of the Bihar Assembly election. So that is what actually why this is there is a concern, because the action, no doubt it is needed, but the hasty, or you can say ill prepared, and the time limit they have given is very stringent. So that might be led to the exclusion of some of the peoples. Okay. So next, it is saying that the mechanism for employee linked incentive scheme to be placed soon. So this point can be very important for your mains answer writing. If there is a question, what are the steps taken by the government for promotion of employment generation? So employment linked incentive scheme. This provide an incentive for industry to hire new employee in a formal sector. So if let's say industry hiring an employee in informal sector, so they have to pay the EPFO amount. So government will provide that amount for first month. That is what government is saying, so that will encourage the private sector to hire more employee from the markets. Okay. So next is top Pradha officials to meet Kolhapuri chappals artisan and industry body. So recently there is a Italian brand name. Uh, so Pradha, so they have designed, they have recently published a shoe product. They are copying, they're similar or copying from the Kolhapur chapel. So because of that, online there is a online there is a movement going on against the Pradha, and later on the Italian brand, they accept that yes, this design is inspired from the Kolhapur chapel, and they want to collaborate with the Kolhapur chapel industry. So that is a win-win for both, because the Pradha is having international branding, international reach, and the Kolhapur people, those who are manufacturers, they are going to help get the benefit of it. So this is a good thing. So you can talk about how globalization is helping in improving the relationship, or you can talking about how GI tag help in protecting right of this Kolhapur chapel or the local people, those who are involved in the manufacturing. Okay? So देखो, simple point can use multiple number of times if you know the fact. Okay. So next is European Union unveiled on overdue targets to curb greenhouse gas by 2040. So European Union, they have the targets to curb the greenhouse gas by 2040. So their target is reduced to 90% of their greenhouse gas as compared to 1990 level by 2040. So this is what their targets. So recently, government said that there is no link between the COVID-19 vaccine and sudden death. So recently, we are seeing that so many people are dying because of sudden heart attack. So there are argument that the heart attack incident is rising in India because of linkage between COVID vaccine and heart attack. But government study clearly denied that there is no such linkage between them. Okay. So next is the Axiom 4 trips to the International Space Station will be provide valuable insights for Gaganyaan mission. This is what said by the ISRO. So the Indian Space Research Organization said that Axiom 4 mission to the International Space Station will provide valuable input for Indian upcoming Gaganyaan mission. This is what said by the group captain Subhanshu Shuklaji. So it offer hidden experience, no doubt. Yes, nuanced international crew integration, medical, psychological preparation, real-time health telemetry, and experimentation execution, ground coordination. So this insight will directly influence mission planning, safety validation, and astronauts readiness for India's first indigenous human flight mission. Yes. So ISRO said that the preparation are going on for abort mission of Gaganyaan and first on crew test flight, that is what we are targeting in 2025. So before launching the manned mission, so we have to test so many things. It also added that the first crew flight of the Gaganyaan missions to expected by 2027. So researchers sequence the whole genome of ancient Egyptian for first time. So first time the ancient Egyptian genome is sequenced, so that we can understand the pattern of their movement and current human being, like different race. So like how the people are migrated from from Africa, different part of the world. If you study their gene by identifying the similarity, so we can understand how the people are migrated from different part of the world. So next is multi-agency probe busted international drug cartel. So this is very important for your internal security. So tackling the menace of drug, tackling the menace of organized crime, tackling menace of organized linkage between organized crime and terrorism. So Union Home Ministry Omisa Wednesday congratulated Narcotics Control Bureau and other law enforcement agency for busting an international drug cartel that operate 10 countries across the 4 continents. Okay? So that include crackdown. So the input also led to the crackdown by USA, Australia. So that means our input help other country to crack down their you can say the drug cartel as well. So next, the Sinhale migrated from southern India mixed with the Adivasi. So this is what this study is talking about. Not much important for us. You can skip it. So let's move to the last page. So the Bangladesh court sentenced Hasina to 6 month jail. So recently we have seen there is a turmoil that is going on in the Bangladesh, and in that turmoil, so local people are protesting against the Sheikh Hasina government. Okay. So turmoil recently. So we have seen that in past. So there is a protest that is going on. So because of that, the Sheikh Hasina has to leave from the Bangladesh and take shelter in India. So after that, the government formed by the Muhammad Yunus. So they have taken so many steps, and there is a tribunal award 6 month sentence to the Sheikh Hasina. Okay. So next is Iran exalt the cooperation with the nuclear watchdog after strike by the Israel and USA. So after there is a recent strike by the Iran and is a strike by the Israel and USA on the Iran. So now Iran is saying will not cooperate with the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agencies, on any of our nuclear sites. So Iran on Wednesday officially suspended its cooperation with the UN nuclear watchdog. So move triggered by the because of this, they are saying because of this attack or that violate our sovereignty, so will not cooperate. So if Iran is not cooperate, so then IAEA will have no information regarding what kind of activity is going on. So there is a high chance that Iran might develop nuclear weapon very soon. Okay. So the next is USA high tariff to hit labor intensive unity. Yes, USA, if USA is imposed high tariff, that may impact our labor intensive industry. For example, like so USA India talks for a free trade agreement are expected to conclude soon. And if USA does not expect country specific tariff, so that means they are also going to impose high tariff. So that might hurt our industry. So Infosys remind employee to ensure work-life balance and better productivity. So this you can talk in your ethics. You can give an example in your ethics because the corporate are also concerned about work-life balance. If you not have proper work-life balance, so that is going to impact your productivity. Ultimately, the corporate will lose at the end. Okay. So mini USA India trade deal possible, but likely symbolic. So we are planning to sign the mini trade deal by 9th of July. So with a mission, what is our mission? Missions to have 500 targets for 5 billion trade. So we are targeting having a 500 billion trade by 2030. So which is very ambitious and it is yet possible because we have not yet tapped our potential in our trade relationship. So next is the rating agency says that the microfinance institution will return to normalcy only in half of the quarter. So dear student, you have to study about microfinance institution. What is microfinance institution? What are the role of the microfinance institution? What are the challenges faced by the microfinance institution? And what are the suggestions that should be taken to improve the functioning of the microfinance institutions? Okay? So you have to do that. So next the SBI classified ARCOM or Reliance Communication a loan account as fraud report Anil to the Anil Ambani to the RBI. So the State Bank of India has decided to go after him by classifying its loan account of Reliance Communication Limited, that is ARCOM, as a fraud. The country's largest public sector lender also decided to report Ambani to the RBI so that RBI can take all disciplinary action. So, dear student, next important news is recently we have seen so many industry from so many higher educational institute are in the top rank. So that is a very good thing for us. So this ranking is published by Quarelli Simon. So it is a UK based you can say analysis. So they publish. So in that in India 53 higher educational institute are in the 1500 list. So it is rising from 11 in like once it is just 11, now it is 54. So it is 2014, now it is 2025. So that means you can show there is a rapid rise in the number of institutions on the top list. So what are the parameters that they use for giving the ranking? So academic reputation, impactful research. So next is international research network, diversity. Then next is you can say student outcome. So just read this parameter so they can ask a question in prelims. So you can use that to answer it. So how higher education in India is improved? So here it is given the details. So please read it out. Okay, I've already highlighted for you. So this article is talking about our gig worker as part of the India's labor data. So gig worker means they are the platform worker, they are the short form worker, they are the freelancing worker. They are working for a particular company. For example, the Ola driver, the Uber driver, Rapido driver, the you can say the Swiggy. So they work for the platform. So they are not fit in the traditional labor and employee relationship. So because of that, they don't have any job security, they don't have any defined rule. So all these safety protocols that is applied to the normal worker are not available. So this article is talking about that government. So it is given the definition of the gig worker. So just note them down so that you can write in your examination. So as per the report saying that India will have gig worker to 23.5 million by 2030 despite such projection. But government the action whatever we are taking, they are very less because but some step taken by the government, like code of social security being implemented by the government, then other measure that is being taken. So I have given here, so just read it out, you'll understand it. But still we need to take a lot of steps to protect them from the social safety nets, like protect from the any hazards. Just I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say this Swiggy saying that will deliver in 10 minutes. But what happened in case of in the to deliver in 10 minutes if some people are died because of that? So who will held responsible for that? There is no answer to this. So we have to ensure safety of our worker. They are gig worker, no doubt. They are not the employee of any particular platform, but there should be some social security for them. In case anything happen, there should be something that can taken care of it. So next is custodial death. Police conviction remain zero in Tamil Nadu and beyond. So recent time we are seeing that there are so many people are died in their police custody, but investigation are not doing properly, and in that case the you can say the penalty against police officer are quite low. So here it is given so many instances where Tamil Nadu police they violated the right and they killed, and later there is a conviction rate is very low. So that also encourage further custodial torture and custodial death. Okay, so next, death in the sanctuary. So recently there are there is a tiger. So there is a tiger and its four calf died. So that raised the systemic concern about the systemic issue that we are facing in our management of wildlife and forest. So different part of the India we are seeing whether it is elephant that is dying or whether it is tiger we are dying. So we have to study systemic approach. So what kind of step that we have to take so that we can ensure protection of our elephant tiger. So here this article is talking about elephant number died. Then it is talking about Karnataka is largest number of Karnataka is also host largest number of elephant in India. So it is a homework, or you can comment in the comment box. Which state is having largest number of elephant? Which state is having second largest elephant? Same, which state is having largest number of tiger and second largest number of tiger? So this article is talking about that only. So we have to study what are the reason for rising the death of the animal, rising the human animal conflict, and what are the steps that we have to take to counter that. Okay. So AI mission strategy must precede the mission. So currently, India is planning to implement AI missions to emerge a global power. No doubt, we have the potential because we are the software. We are having vibrant software industry. So no doubt we can do that. But we have to take certain steps. For example, we can ensure that because of AI, there are large number of people are going to be jobless. So we have to integrate that. Okay. So and we have to also improve our skilling level. So this article is talking about that. Though we are planning to implement the AI in India, but we have to be prepared for that. Okay. So next, this article is talking about recently there is a firecracker accident in the firecracker industry in the Sivkasi district of Tamil Nadu. So this article is talking about we need to ensure proper safety protocols so that this kind of things can be prevented. So these are preventable death. If you take proper step, then only we can do that. Okay. Away from the edge. So incineration of the toxic waste in Bhopal gas tragedy. So Bhopal gas tragedy happened in 1987. Now all the waste is collected and they have been incinerated, and after that they are going to dump in a underground area so that we have somehow safely dispose all this pollutant from the Bhopal gas tragedy. So which gas is emitted from the Bhopal gas tragedy? It is called MIC. So what is the full form of MIC? Please write in the comment box. Let me see how many of you know that. Okay, so that is all. So next is integration, integrating compassion, prioritizing palliative care. So what do you mean by palliative care? Palliative means pain relief. So basically, aim of the palliative care is to ensure the relief of the pain. There should be reduce the pain on the patient. But in India, the palliative care is not properly developed, and because of that so many people are suffering. So this article is talking about what kind of need of the palliative care, and in India what percent of people are needing palliative care, what kind of problem we are facing. For example, there are lack of shortage of the palliative care doctor, lack of infrastructure, lack of the funding, and people those who are in the palliative care, they don't have knowledge about the palliative care. So because of that people are suffering a lot. So this article is also talking about what kind of step we have to take so that will promote the palliative care as well. Okay. So next is re-emphasizing global development finance. So they go, the developing country they need finance, and developed country they have the finance. But nowadays, because after the Donald Trump coming into power, Western power, they are not giving, and they are quite skeptical. But at the same time, India is emerging as a leading player of overseas developmental assistance. So our program, like we are extending line of credit. That means we are providing loan at a very cheap rate. We are also providing India developmental and economic assistance to this all these four country. But our we have the very limited resources, being we are also developing country, but our assistance has been doubled from 3 billions to 7 billion. But one more option that India can explore, we can have trilateral cooperation. Trilateral cooperation means donor, we can have some rich country or developed country with India's experience we can use for development of a particular country in Africa, Latin America. So that is going to win-win for all. This article is talking about that only. Okay. Yes, dear student, this is all about the third. This is all about the 3rd July, the Hindu newspaper analysis. So, dear student, if you like this video, please like, subscribe this channel, and share this video with your friends so that maximum number of students can benefit. And dear student, if you have any suggestion, feedback, you are always welcome to give that in the comment box. So, according to that feedback, we'll make video. Dear student, I'll have to end this session here. So, tata, bye bye, take care, have a good day.